there's no place I'd rather be.
What is up, YouTube? Today we are going to have an updated rod and reel arsenal. So first off, I got my fly rod. This is the 3-fork rod from Cutterz. It is a 9-foot 6-weight rod. This is a 4-piece rod. I use this mainly for smallmouth in the creeks like Floyd's Fork. I'm going to start using it in the ponds just because a lot of bass haven't seen flies, especially around here, because fly fishing hasn't really caught on yet. So hopefully I'll be able to catch some of those bigger bass on it. The biggest bass I've got on is about a pound, and that was the most fun fight I think I've ever had in my life. Also, it's got just a standard Cutterz reel on there. It's the Prestige 2. It's a decent reel. It gets the job done, especially for a beginner fly rod. This next rod is from McCain Hi-Performace rods. It is the company I'm currently with. I love their rods, very sensitive. This is the Wacky Rig and soft plastic rod. As you can tell, it's a spinning setup. And this is part of their kayak series. It comes with a rod glove and a line cutter's ring, which those are the people. That's the other company that they teamed up with to make this rod. It comes in a really sick lime green color. I love it. It's awesome. Now on this, I'm going to do drop shotting, wacky worms, obviously, tiny little Texas rigs like little finesse, like something like this, a little maybe 5-inch worm. It's 7-foot medium, fast action rod, very light tip, lure weight anywhere from 1/4 ounce to 5/8 of an ounce, so you can get some pretty heavy Texas rigs on here. Not that I would recommend it because it may load the rod up a little too much. And line weight anywhere from 6 pounds to 14 pounds. It's a great little finesse rod. It is a 5-1-to-1 reel, and right now I've got some Power Pro like 15-pound braid on there with a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Next up, we're going to get into my bait casters. Next up is my swim jig, bladed jig, and small Texas or bigger Texas rig rod. This is the Reaper from the McCain Hi-Performace brand and the T-Roy Broussard Swamp Series line, as you can see. And paired up is my Luz Laser Pro speed spool. It is a 7:1-to-1 gear ratio, and I have 15-pound copolymer on there. This stick is called the Reaper. It is a 7-foot medium heavy. Lure weights 3/8 ounce to a full ounce. Throw a pretty broad range of baits on it. I'm really happy with it. This is one of my rods that if I'm just taking one rod, this is my I grab and go rod. It's got a great reel on it. Line weight is anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds. So you've got a good range of big baits, small baits. You can kind of throw whatever you want on it. I love this rod. This is probably my favorite rod out of all of my rods. Next up is my jerkbait spinnerbait rod. This is again from the T-Roy series by McCain Hi-Performace rods. This is called the Swamp Stick. It is a 6/8 medium, line weight 10 to 20 pounds, just like my bladed jig rod, and lure weight 3/8 to an ounce rod. This is also a moderate action, so it's a little bit stiffer, good for jerkbaits, spinnerbaits, that kind of thing. I got that paired up with my Tournament Special LTG rod from Bass Pro Shops. Pretty sweet little reel. It is in 6:3-to-1 gear ratio, so a little bit slower. That's what I prefer with my jerkbaits. And right now I've got a Rip Clun TSX jerkbait on there. This is a great little jerkbait combo. I prefer the slower reel just because I'm not like making mile-long casts. I use this for creeks primarily. Next up is my crankbait rod. This is a 7.2 medium fast action rod. This is from the kayak series rods again, so it's got that really sweet lime green finish to it. Lure weight anywhere from 1/4 to 3/8 ounce crankbaits. I would not throw any deep divers on this just because of how where the taper is. It's a very fast action rod. I'd throw a little bit stiffer. On it I have my Lose Laser MG. This is in 7:1 gear ratio. So that is a little Rapala DT4, just a little small crankbait. And then on the reel I have 15-pound copolymer from P-Line. That is my crankbait specific rod. I throw nothing else other than crankbaits on there. It's got a real sensitive tip. I've caught a 6-pounder on that and it handled it like a freaking dream. Next up is my frog rod. Now this rod's a little bit bigger obviously because it is a frog rod. It is meant to be fished on top of mats. You can even do a little bit of punching with it. I wouldn't do any major punching. I would punch lily pads with it and stuff like that, or around some mild structure. This one's called the Texas Thunder, and this is from T-Roy's line again. This is you can throw some jigs and frogs on this. It is a 7'3" heavy fast action rod. Lure weight 3/8 ounce to 1.5 ounce lures, so you can throw some pretty freaking big baits on here. Line weight 12 to 25 pound. Again, you can throw pretty much whatever you want on here. For the reel, I have a Lose Speed Spool HP1H. This was just a cheap reel that I got from Walmart or somewhere. I didn't really need anything. You can cast frogs a mile with just about any reel. Spooled up on the reel, we have some Power Pro. I think it's Slick 8 or whatever, I can't remember. And then I also have, or the Hi-Vis Slick 8, and then I have a Pop and Pad Crusher on there right now. Just a quick look at the rod, and I love the finishes on these rods. They all look super, super sick. And this is called the Texas Thunder. And the last rod I'm going to show you guys today is my flipping and pitching stick. This is the biggest stick that I have. It is an absolute broomstick. It is a 7.6 extra heavy. You can flip super, super heavy mats, super heavy structure, not have to worry about anything. It is a moderate action rod, so there's not a lot of give, there's not a lot of play. You're going to be able to set the hooks from a mile away. Lure weight, T-Roy says all you want, and line weight all you got, so you can throw just about anything on here. I'm also going to use this for Alabama rigs, big swim baits, big jigs, obviously big ounce flipping setups. Right now I've just got a little jig on there. Again, I went with a more budget-friendly reel. This is a Lose Laser LZR. And spooled up, I have Power Pro Slick 8 and 65 pound as well. 65 pound is also on my frog rod. And then that's just a little New Tech jig I threw on there because I was too lazy to change the frog out. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions about any of the rods or reels that I have, just either shoot me an email. My email will be down in the description below. Also, comment, like, subscribe, or you don't. That's fine. 50 subscribers. So when we get a couple more, I want to have a good 50 subscribers before I do a giveaway. There's going to be some good baits coming in the giveaway. So I'll see you guys later.